Grey Wolf Entertainment presents the WWE Elimination Chamber Special with Simon Tackler and Nims Azua.
Cool, it's Simon and Nims, and we're standing here with former Universal Champion, former US Champ, Intercontinental Champ, Tag Champ, and a man who could very soon be the number one contender for the World Heavyweight title, Kevin Owens.
I beat my kid at that game, the board game Life. I beat my son when he was 6 as well, so that's a title you can add to the list.
I'm adding that to the list next time we chat.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Elimination Chamber because obviously it's a very brutal match. It's your chance to have another shot at WrestleMania, but your WrestleMania resume is very, very impressive. I mean, back-to-back main events, one against Stone Cold Steve Austin. We know you're a fan growing up. Take us through that moment where you've actually lived out a childhood dream and another dream of main eventing with one of your closest friends.
Yeah, it's very hard to put into words the experiences I've had at WrestleMania. From the first one I was in, WrestleMania 32 was a ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Sami Zayn was in it. Cody Rhodes was in it. It was special to share that with those guys. Now we're all these years later, and I was in the ring with Stone Cold. I was in the ring with Sami winning the tag titles against the Usos. Ultimately, those things will always go down as just unforgettable memories. When I'm very old, if I make it, and looking back on my career, those are the things that I'll just look back on and feel eternally grateful for.
Nice. And when you look at this year's WrestleMania 40, it seems like every decade there's always a milestone moment. WrestleMania 10, we had Bret Hart winning the WWE title against Yokozuna. WrestleMania 20, Eddie Guerrero and Kurt Angle. WrestleMania 30, of course, Daniel Bryan in the triple threat main event. What do you sort of see that 40 has in store?
Well, the obvious possibility would be Cody Rhodes finally beating Roman Reigns for the title. However, I feel like there's another pretty serious moment that could go down. Gunther has been on a run of a lifetime, pretty much, to me, probably as impressive or maybe even more impressive than Roman Reigns' title reign, because Gunther has been there every week defending the title, and this is no slight on Roman at all. I'm just saying in terms of sheer defense. Gunther's really doing something special with his title, so whoever challenges him at WrestleMania, if they were to walk out with the Intercontinental title, that's a huge moment on its own, I think. So I think there's a lot, and Rhea, Rhea's been on a roll for the last well over a year. Obviously, tomorrow night could be a huge night for her as well. If she walks in champion, whoever is facing her could have a huge moment in beating her, because it's the same kind of thing as Gunther, same kind of thing as Roman. These champions have been champions for a long time. Anybody who beats them, that's going to leave a huge mark on WrestleMania. And like you said, 10, 20, 30, there's always some big title change, some big moment. This year could be the same thing.
Now, Kev, I want to ask you about something. Last time we spoke, it was at WrestleMania 32. Back then, or since then, we've both been on a journey that's kind of similar. We've both got more tattoos, more artwork. What was the inspiration to add to the collection? Because early on, you only had a couple. Now you've got the sleeve going. Did it just become an addiction as it went on?
Yeah, they're very addictive, as you know. But I just, my right arm's just full of animals that I really love, getting to know about and watching when I get the chance to see them, And my left arm is dinosaur fossils. When I was a kid, before I decided I was going to become a wrestler, the only thing I had any interest in was either taking care of animals or digging up dinosaur bones. So this is just kind of it's really just a literal picture of my childhood on my arms.
Tribute to the wildlife. And on that, we know you're a panda enthusiast, but we're in Australia, the home of the koala bear.
Sure.
Pandas and koalas, how do they stack up?
Well, I've never gotten the chance to hold or hug a panda. Koalas, I get to do that every time I come here. They're great, pretty great. Fantastic breath.
Really? The eucalyptus.
Yeah. Just so I don't know what pandas eat bamboo. I don't really know what bamboo smells like, but so far, just based on the fact that I've been only able to hold one of them, the koala would have to take the edge. But pandas are so cute; they could just murder you.
That's true.
That's an underrated fact. See,
life facts are not just wrestling facts. Before we let you go, Kev, obviously you came up through NXT, and now we're seeing an incredible crop of talent. Bron Breakker now making his SmackDown debut. How much did you find, because you had immense amount of experience before you came into WWE, how much did NXT help, and do you see it evolve, and would you like to maybe go back and mix it up with some of the guys there, like we've seen Becky Lynch do, like we've seen Baron Corbin do?
Sure. I'd love to work with anybody who wants to, learn and grow. But I will say that when I went to NXT, I had the incredible luck to work under, Dusty Rhodes. And, those guys don't have that chance today, unfortunately. So I think the guys even though we had a lot of experience, me, Sammy, Finn, Becky, those guys, we had a lot of experience going into NXT right away. Getting to have access to Dusty is always going to be a huge advantage on our part. I wish those guys there still had access to Dusty. They have access to some incredible coaches, from Steve Corino to Robbie Brookside to Matt Bloom to Fit Finlay to Norman Smiley, and just so many more. The list goes on. So they really have, Terry Taylor. They have every tool at their disposal to become great. Usually the passion is the key factor in whether they do or not. But the guys Bron Breakker, the Creed brothers have been doing great. Ivy now, like those people that have come up recently, they're special talent, and that's why they're the ones getting to get called up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But of course, I'd love to go there and work with anybody who wants to learn.
Absolutely. And I think we're going to wrap it up now. Kevin, it's been a pleasure. Good luck tomorrow, and hopefully you give Logan Paul a beating.
I'll do my best.
Can't wait.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.